All right, part three of the November 14th, 2023 mail call. Um, I still got such a huge stack, man. I don't know how many more of these I'm going to do. I might just do one or two more videos for today and then move on to some more recent returns when I get tomorrow. So let's just jump right into it. From North Houston. Ah, very good, very good. You always know what you're going to get with Ken Aspermonte from the Los Angeles Angels at 61. Yeah, 61. But he also almost always sends his own little personalized card. It's like a 72 tops that he personalizes. Nothing on the back. I guess he just prints them off with a printer. But he's an extremely generous signer. Very quick. He and his brother, this is Ken, is also Bob. Um, all through the 60s. You can find a really nice 66 of one of these guys. I guess it would be Ken. And then I think Bob played for the Cubs back in the early 60s. In any event, both guys are great. No charge. Great old timers to get. Let's see what we got here. From Brockton, Mass. My son, by the way, does a really, really funny uh, Boston accent. I don't, oh, this is nice. Speaking of Boston, I saw this player was getting, so he was, there were people posting returns from him on the Facebooks. Jason Veritek. I sent these a number of months ago. I remember this one. Here's the MVP one. That's pretty sweet. And then an upper deck. These are not anything serial numbered or special, but they're really nice cards. Uh, really top notch quality signature. He clearly knows what he's doing, signing across the white. Um, Jason Veritek is biting, as you would say, as I would say. But if you do send it to him, sounds like he's doing a big dump where he signs and what 6 months worth, and then signs off, and maybe he'll pick it in 6 months again. I don't know. So get while the getting's good with Veritek. Now here is one from I don't know. They did not postmark this, but considering it is Kurt Busch, the race car driver, I'm guessing probably Tennessee or North Carolina. That's where they all live. Uh, this I don't think I've ever gotten from Kurt Busch. I got a number of racers, and I'm not a NASCAR follower. I'm not a NASCAR. I don't. I know the big names, and Kurt Busch is a very well-known driver. But thought it'd be cool to have some of these nice shiny cards signed by him. This one, again, these are not serial numbered or anything, just really, really nice. So thank you, Kurt. Thank you, Kurt. Address can be found on Sports Card Forum. I keep saying .com. I hope it's .com, but not .net. Let me check real quick. Uh, it is .com. Okay. Well, I do not feel like a fool for sending you guys to the wrong place. Speaking of the wrong place, Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and a twin of some sort, Andy Costco, getting the twin card signed. This is a nice one. Uh, I've got a couple of these twin cards in the. I'm circulating. The first one I got was Tony Oliva. You can see him right here. He says to the Gaspers. But he says to the Casper, like as in the ghost. Yes, I got mocked for that growing up. But a lot of good signers still around for this particular team. Tony Oliva, Jim Merritt, Jim Perry. Jim Perry's former Cy Young Award winner, cost $5. Great signature. Uh, Pete Semino, Al Worthington, players with the last name of Allen. I don't remember who that is. Plius, is that Bill Plius? Pleis. And then a player named Rollins. I can't remember his first name. But anyway, these the team cards for this year was it 66, 67? Really great to sign because of the solid color, light background. You can really get a lot of good signatures on there. They show up really nicely. Okay, next. Okay, well, here's let's talk about a couple of topics we can talk about. The post office. They are so wonderful. Sometimes things just get messed up, man. Things just get messed up in the mail. This one looks like it was repaired by, I'm assuming, wrong address. Oh, I see. Oh, let's not blame the post office at all, because it says delivered to the wrong address. So apparently someone opened it and taped it when they realized it wasn't for them, sent it back. Well, post office persons, I am sorry. I'm sorry for blaming you, but you've done it before, you know. But anyway, Orlando. Also, apparently at some point I sent something to Sports Marketing and Consulting 10X. This might be a Dwight Gooden. I don't know. Um, I'm going to have a later video where I talk about these third party vendors, past pros being the big one. This is another one, sports marketing and consulting. Um, I do not think that they are good for the hobby. I do not think they are good for the player who uses them. And I'll explain why, but not right now. That is a whole video unto itself. Meanwhile, the second time this thing gets open, oh, very nice. Uh, it is not Dwight Gooden, but it is Johnny Damon. I think I had some of his returns on one of my former videos. He's also a really solid signer. I got 3 of them today. All the Royals. For some reason, I had just a bunch of early '90s or mid to late '90s. I'm sorry, where he was when he was coming up, and you know, yeah. Anyway, but we're with the Royals. Of course, he also played with the Sox. Played with the Yanks. Um, I guess this is what the sports marketing consulting is. Johnny Damon's sends. I guess this is for the Johnny Damon Foundation and a relaunch of his hydration beverage A Game. So sometimes you will get commercial plugs for players will include those in their returns. Joe Theismann plugs a book. Bobby Richardson plugs a book. Corbin Thomas plugs hot sauce. This is perfectly fine. I got no problem with that, but don't be surprised if sometimes you get hit up. It's a trade, I guess. They give you the autograph in exchange for publicity and or a sale. Um, St. Louis, is it a Cardinal? Maybe so. I don't know. Was he a Cardinal? Jim Proctor, 1960 rookie. I have a number of these guys are still around who were in that 60s rookie card. Um, I've got a whole page and a half of these guys signing this particular design of a rookie card. I don't know if I've ever gotten Jim Proctor before, but thank you, Jim. From the Bay Area, pretty thick. San Francisco. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this may be interesting. Well, Cubs, 1984 Cubs team. Some of you youngsters may not know that Cubs made a run for the pennant in 1984. So the 1985, it was so memorable. The 1985 Fleers included just a team shot. Um, no other teams, just the Cubs. They had a Cy Young Award winner, Rick Sutcliffe. They had an MVP and Brian Sandberg. Really entertaining team. That's what the team that got me hooked on baseball and on cards. This particular came from Rich Bordy, looks like. It's also got Steve Trout, Thad Bosley, Dave Hebner, Dave Owen, Rick Russell, Tim Stoddard, and Larry Boa. I've not hit up Sandberg or Say or Lee Smith or Eckersley Yeah, because they all charge. So I'm going to get all the cheap guys out of the way uh, first before I start sending them off. This one also has Rich Forty, but it also has Jody Davis and Jim Fry, R.I.P. Jim Fry. I actually bought this on eBay with just his signature, and now I'm filling it in. So yes, Jim Fry, Bob Dernier, Tim Stoddard, Larry Boa, Rich Hebner, Rick Russell, and Steve Trout. So this has got a little bit more. I've had this in circulation a little bit longer than the other one, but thank you, Rich Forty. Rich Forty is A plus five tool, 5-star signer. Um, played for the Cubs, played for the Orioles. Plenty of junk wax Rich Forty's out there. Very extremely generous signer. For some reason, the letter that he sent it back with was attached to the adhesive. Let's make sure. Sometimes they'll send a note. Nope, just my letter to enclose the cards in to protect them. So thanks for that, Rich. I'll explain more about letters in a later video. There is an art to the letter. Another one from San Francisco. Could it be? 40 part 2. Maybe. I sent him a lot because of, no, it's not. I sent him a lot because of the team card. I have many in circulation, but this is Jay Howell, another 5-star, 5-tool all-star signer. This is the 86 Mini, which I did not know existed, even though I was alive collecting cards in 86. Never knew it. It must not have been sold in Arkansas. But this is Bruce Bochy, Bochy. I don't know. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. Bochte. He's all over the 80s. He was with the Mariners for a while. Then he was with the A's. Um, and in fact, Mariners here. This is one of those 86 Fleers that I'm getting, or 87, I guess. That I'm getting notable Mariners to sign. Phil Bradley, John Olerud, Mike Cameron, and now Bruce Bochy. But that looks cool. That's a really neat little thing on these. I try to just get like the notable players. If they were, spend a cup of coffee with the M's, I'm not going to put them on there. But if I can get Alvin Davis or Ken Griffey, Randy Johnson, something like that, I'm sure that they would be happy to sign alongside their old teammates. St. Louis, Missouri. It is a Cardinal, technically. Dan Deerdorf, Hall of Fame Cardinal. I think he charges 5, maybe 10. Um, this is Dan's done better as far as quality of signature, and you can see I spoke earlier about these things rubbing off. If you use an incorrect, not incorrect, but a low quality pen, these surfaces, these cards do not hold the ink, and they can just rub off. I can probably get a paper towel, but I can get rid of this whole thing if I wanted to. I do not want to, um, but that's the danger. I would also know this is a serial number. So, yeah, so there's a pro tip. Be careful about what kind of cards you send, what kind of faces and ink that they use. The mid-90s are not a good time. But Wilbur Wood from Boston, Mass. This is, I read a book about knuckleballers, and Wilbur Wood started out as a straight up pitcher, and was not very good. Um, Came back um, to be a world class knuckleballer, but he's really good at signing. He also personalizes. So this says to the Gaspers. So everything I've got from Wilbur Wood is always personalized, unless it's a team card. I don't think he personalized the team card, but these 64s, top 64s are great. And again, I mean, something like that takes the ink really well. I don't know, 1438. I'm going to go ahead and stop this. And I'm just going to do one more. I don't want to overload you guys. You know what? Screw it. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. I don't like to wait. We'll go for 5 more minutes because Cleveland, Ohio is calling. And Frank Stams from Cleveland, Ohio, former Los Angeles Ram. Um, oh, there's two in here. Bam, this guy. Pretty good, solid signature. I like these, love these wild cards. Um, they advertise themselves as the very first variant card because you can see here this is 20 in the corner. They had like 5, 10, 20, 50, 100, 1,000 maybe, and you could collect all the numbers of a player and send them in back then to wildcard, and they would send you back like a limited edition cards or something like that. I don't know, but you can when if you go to COMC or something like that, you pull up Frank Stams and it'll give you the option. Do you want just no stripe, 100 stripe, and I guess the price depends on the rarity. But frankly, I don't think anyone's really hustling to get Frank Stamps autograph, even though not to knock him, but just I don't know if you pay for an upward variant for Frank Stamps, but he's a really good signer. I do not know if I've had him before, but check him out. See, here's the Charlotte, North Carolina. Sure, it's Michael Jordan. Fairly sure it's Michael Jordan. No, it's not Michael Jordan, but it's an interesting card or an interesting player. Frank Viola, $5. I had found these Rite Aid cards at the card show, 50 cents or something. In the '80s, they had a lot of stores had their own like subsets. I know Walgreens had one, KB Toys had one, I guess Rite Aid had one. They're kind of like the precursor or postcursors to the Wonder Bread cards, the '70s bread cards. But I've never seen this before, and I thought, yeah, I mean, I could get Junk Wax signed by Frank Viola or like a cool Rite Aid card. I bet you do not have a signed Rite Aid Frank Viola. I bet not many people do. Population for that probably around 5. From Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma. Oh, this is a nice one. This is a really good signer. Don Lee, old timer. 57 when he was with the Tigers. Um, I also have him with the Cubs, and I got him maybe another one with maybe another one with the Tigers. But again, he's an old timer, so get on it. He's extremely generous. He also puts his or has been known to um, put his own extra card in. It says Twins first team, 1961, Don Lee. Um, yeah, so pitcher for the Twins, Don Lee, great guy. Also, if you ever think that you're like bugging these guys, sure, some of these guys just stacks of mail, but I don't think Don Lee does. Oh, thank you, ECC says. Again, on a forum video, I think I mentioned that I've got notes like "Thank you for remembering me," or "Those were the days," or "I'm glad to be part of your collection." I mean, that's nice. That's a really nice sentiment. Some of these old timers, that was the highlight of their life, and they get to relive it, I guess, if they're signing for fans or hobbyists or collectors. Charlotte, well, this must be the Michael Jordan. Oh no, it's not the Michael Jordan, but it involves the Twins again. Jim Perry, like I said, $5. I don't know if I sent 5 or 10 here, but here's one of those Twins stickers. This is turning out really nicely. Phil Roof, Jim Nettles, Kent Urbeck, Pete Corbin, Dave Goltz, Greg Gagne, and now Jim Perry. That's a really nice one. Really nice one. Although it looks like the Jim Perry might have gotten a little bit smudged right there. And that's just the nature of the beast. Especially when you got some of these old timers are getting older, they motor skills aren't what they used to be. But here's also 1973 Twins team card for the '72 team. Also has Corbin and Goltz, but also has what's his first name? Is it Pete Gebhard? Eric Soderholm, Granger, Dave LaRoche, Jim Perry, or is that Frank LaRoche? Um, it's getting kind of crowded for available signature space, but I think it's probably got room for one or two more. All right, that's 20 minutes. I'm going to stop the video. Maybe I'll keep going here and just post them tomorrow. And they'll upload tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. This is the part of the video where I say please subscribe. Down there, I think there's a button down there. That lets you know when I posted something. If you're at all interested in hearing me rambling about mail for 20 minutes at a time. All right, hope you guys are good. Bye.